I want to thank everybody for coming. Congresswoman Schakowsky and I called this meeting to order because it is our strong opinion, along with the majority of the Democratic caucus in the House, that we should not hold family planning and women's health services hostage to this budget debate. Title X money and family planning money goes for so many things. It goes for pregnancy prevention and birth control, but it also goes for breast cancer screening, HIV/AIDS screening. It goes for cervical cancer screening. It goes for preventative annual exams for millions of women around this country. And for the Republican leadership in the House to hold this funding hostage to try to get more and more budget cuts is an extreme method, and it's wrong, because you're putting women's health in jeopardy as part of this budget negotiations, and women's health has no part of these negotiations. They should take this out of the negotiations. They should talk about the budget. They should talk about what kinds of compromises we need to come to, and we should leave the women of America alone. With that, I'd like to introduce Carolyn McCarthy, a strong member of this caucus and a nurse.
Thank you.
Let me see if there's any other questions. Yes?
Is it your understanding that this is over Planned Parenthood, what's holding it up, or over defunding the entirety of Title X?
I believe it's Title X. I know a lot of members are concerned about Title X, but about Planned Parenthood, but what we've heard is that it's all family planning money and Title X money, which includes a number of the prevention issues that we've talked about. Yeah.
So does that mean that you could possibly reach a deal that keeps, let's say, Mike Pence's language about Planned Parenthood intact, but
No, we don't think that any of these ideological writers are appropriate in this discussion, and we certainly don't think we should shut down the government over these writers.
And let me point out that 1 out of 5 American women sometime in their life is likely to go to a Planned Parenthood clinic. This is often the only access to health care for hundreds of miles. And without Planned Parenthood clinics, the others as well, but Planned Parenthood is the biggest, women would lose their access to health care.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to accept this bill without the Planned Parenthood or Title X language, meaning where are we up to, $38–39 billion in cuts? You guys entered this with a position of we can't have any cuts this year because it's going to hurt jobs.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for all of the members who were here today. From my perspective, and I actually think Congresswoman Schakowsky and I might have different views on this, but from my perspective, I voted for the last 2 CRs as a good faith effort to keep government open, but no matter what your perspective is on that, you shouldn't be shutting down the government over whether we should provide federal money for Title X, family planning, and women's health.
So that's a yes, you would support.
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's hard for us as House Democrats. We're not in the room, so we don't know what the exact package looks like. Some of us might support it, and some of us might not. But what we all agree on is you shouldn't hold these budget negotiations hostage to elimination of women's health programs. All right.
You want to say something?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. Jay's with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.